Yo, what's good? Recently, I've been indulging in pretty much just YouTube dog shit, which is a pretty common theme on this channel. And I want to change it up, but in life, you reach roadblocks or, you reach walls that you need to get past. And right now, there's just a big giant turd sitting in front of my goals for this channel. And I just need to get over this, take the leap over it, and then just be done with it. So the pit stand of today is Disney star and music genius Jake Paul, known for classics such as It's Everyday Bro and It's Everyday Bro remix featuring Gucci Mane. Pretty much everybody knows him and his shit stain of a brother Logan Paul. They're like jigsaw pieces. They're both so different, but if you put them together, it's a perfect symphony. It's like putting two tumors together and making an ultra mega giga tumor. They both lie, they both cheat, they both steal, but most importantly, they both love money. Mr. Wonderful looks like J. Cole or Adam Sandler next to these two filthy money grubbers. Especially fucking Logan Paul. He's basically pumping out a new cryptocurrency every week now. This man has been having a field day after discovering Logan Paul the infinite porta potty, where no matter how deep you go, no matter how far you look, there's just more and more shit to be discovered. But his counterpart is no smaller toilet, as recently he has just committed his biggest scam yet. Now, what was this grand plan, you may ask? Well, you're probably not asking, because everybody knows he fought an old-ass man. This old-ass man is none other than the legend Iron Mike Tyson. Now, I don't think that it's particularly important to spend a whole lot of time, just talking about the fact that Mike Tyson is 58 and that he hasn't fought in 20 to 30 years or something. And he just, he's an old-ass man. The whole thing is just a bunch of hablooey. Mike Tyson knows that. Jake Paul knows that for sure, even though he tries to pretend like, oh, he's still a legend. I think that he's a killer at any age. Now, while I think that Mike Tyson is still a pretty great fighter, especially for him coming up to his early 60s, and if he were to come against an average Joe like me who has no experience in fighting, he'd probably stun lock me into a corner and perform forceful oral sex upon me, followed by a 26-hit combo. Even going against an average fighter that is younger than him, it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to keep up. And considering the things that I hear about Jake and him as a fighter, he doesn't seem to be that bad of a fighter. I've never actually seen him fight. I never even saw the Jake versus Mike Tyson fight because I just saw the highlights and I kind of figured it wasn't worth it. And putting Mike against an opponent like that that's younger than him and a current boxer is just disrespectful, because Mike Tyson's legacy isn't ruined, but it's definitely stained because of that fight. And going on topic of me not watching the fight and not thinking that it was worth it, I actually can't believe people give Jake Paul the time of day. Like, why do people even bother watching any of his shit, especially his fights? All the people that he's fought have been over 40, well, except for one guy, but he was like 39. All of them have been over 40, retired boxers, and the only guy that he boxed that was his age and a current boxer, he lost. So while his fighting record may be pretty good, it's completely tarnished and just so pointless whenever you realize that these are his opponents. Now, while I'm not outraged by the fact that Mike Tyson decided to fight again, which, I can see somebody that's really into boxing, and especially an old head in boxing, they would be quite upset with this. And I understand his motive behind it. Money. It's mostly upsetting just watching an old dude get beat up and lose a fight against a young dude, especially one whose only defense is, well, he's a legend. And I'm actually going to follow that up with this clip that I found, which is just total horseradish. Okay, I just looked at my camera roll and I couldn't find the clip, but I did find a screenshot of the guy who I believe is the guy I saw in the clip, and he's basically Jake Paul's dick sucker is what I learned. I don't know if he gets paid per job or by the hour, maybe commission even. It's kind of hard to tell because he kind of just does it constantly. All I know is that he's making fucking bank. Essentially what he said, and a lot of people on Twitter have actually been talking about it, is that either way, whether he won the fight or lost the fight, which he did win, he would have lost the fight, because if he won, which he did, then people on Twitter would be saying, oh, it's rigged. Jake Paul is beating up old people, only fights old people, da-da-da-da-da. And if he lost, then it's, oh, Mike Tyson beat up Jake Paul. Jake Paul just lost to an old dude, da-da-da-da, And it was going to be like that, which is actually the case. Yeah, that's actually true. I just don't see how that is Mike Tyson's fault, though. It's kind of Jake's fault if you were to fight people that were his age and people that were in his bracket and not beating up old ass retired grandmas that are fucking doing crochet in their rocking chair, then nobody would be able to say anything. But he just refuses to fight actual fighters, people that are actually fighting currently. And the one time that he did, he got his toaster strudel frosted. Like I said, the worst part of this is that he acts oblivious to the fact that he's just fighting an old ass dude. And I'm genuinely not even sure if he knows that he fought a 58-year-old. He thinks that he fought the prime Mike Tyson, the one that says he's gonna
you and your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive.
While in reality, he's just fighting the elderly. Anyway, basically everybody's talking about this, so I don't want to drag it along too long. Bar. And plus, at the end of this, they both got a massive fucking payday, so I mean. And as per usual, I'm just jealous of everybody that's more rich than me, more successful than me, and sexier than me. So yeah, bye and shit.